Coming up on the Sports Desk, we've hung out with some of Torrance's most fit, but what about when the fittest in the world come to us? The CrossFit Games in Carson means local Torrance gyms are a home away from home for some of the world's fastest, strongest, and most fit. Plus, it's a summer full of change at Bishop Montgomery High. We meet two of the night's newest shot callers and learn how the black and gold intend to keep winning games under new leadership. Plus, it's fundamentals with a message. Torrance ball players devoting their summer to hardball with a little motivation thrown in for good measure. It's the Sports Desk, folks, and it's all coming up right now. Hey, what's up, Torrance? How's everybody doing? I'm your host, Wan Hernandez. Welcome to another week right here with us on the Sports Desk. Now, it's one of the fastest growing sports in the world, and the fitness brand Reebok can show you the numbers to prove it. This spring, 138,000 athletes from 118 countries competed for spots in the 7-year-old CrossFit Games. One sport, 118 countries, means a lot of diversity and a lot of travel arrangements, and a serious need for some Southern California hospitality. When the world's 50 fittest men and 50 fittest women come together for the annual CrossFit Games, the objective is simple: test them all to find the fittest athlete on the planet.
Essentially, it's the Olympics of the CrossFit universe. What started out as a 2-day event, it's now almost a week-long event where athletes, the best athletes from around the world, they've all come here to Carson, and they're going to be competing in almost, I think this year it's going to be 10 or 11 different events.
And when you're one of just 100 athletes in an event that started with thousands worldwide, you're bound to turn some heads. But unlike major professional sports, where top athletes have access to exclusive training facilities, in CrossFit culture, the Games are a perfect opportunity to show some Southern California hospitality. With athletes literally coming from every corner of the world to right here in Southern California, opening the doors for teams like Reebok's CrossFit Asia here means that even if competitors can't sleep in their own bed, at least they can train like they're in their home gym.
Hopping on a plane, of course, you're dealing with jet lag and just trying to balance your nutrition and get an adequate amount of sleep. So it's a struggle, but we're happy to be here and excited.
It's kind of part of the CrossFit culture. We always have an open door here. And so even throughout the year when people are coming in just in town to visit, our gym's always free for drop-in workouts. And we appreciate that too, so that if my members are in Hawaii or in Europe, they're able to just drop into CrossFit gyms and experience that different community. And so that's one of the best things about CrossFit is that people are always just out to help each other, and so we love being a part of it.
Obviously, living overseas, this is also kind of an opportunity to see our family and stuff back in the United States as well. So I think everybody took some time to get acclimatized, see their families, and then get their heads in the game, and then come back over here to California and train together.
In one of the biggest hotbeds of the sport, it's the local gyms like Torrance's Code 3 that embody the spirit of CrossFit. Anybody can do it, everybody is welcome. For Cara Webb of Brisbane, Australia, that mentality made her one of those 50 fittest women in just 2 years of training. Before CrossFit, she would go to a regular gym, doing her cardio. Now, she's a sponsored athlete.
I started CrossFit officially in February of 2011, and so that was just a couple of months. The Opens were just starting back then, and I thought I'll give it a try. So I gave it a try in 2011, made it to regionals in Australia, and went down and sort of learnt so much about myself and learnt that I actually really loved competing and loved CrossFit.
The CrossFit mantra is that anybody can do CrossFit. You might not walk in on day one and be able to do, you're not going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with some of these folks here, but it's all about getting better, individual improvement, and that's what it's all about.
Obviously, number one is to do my best. As a second goal, I want to do better than I did last year. So last year I finished 19th worldwide in the games. So I would want to do better than that. But I've said before to many people, we're all aiming for number one. If you're going to the games, if you're going as an individual competitor, you're aiming for number one, whether you get there or not.
So while CrossFit is still in its growing stages, its popularity is undeniable. A year ago, 3,400 affiliates, or gyms, spotted the globe. in 2013. As a worldwide community, the sport expects to surpass 7,000 affiliates. So, jump on the bandwagon. It's still that local family feel of each gym that keeps these athletes pushing their performance and working towards the sport's biggest stage right here in Southern California. Big thanks to CrossFit Code 3 for bringing us into their gym one more time and sharing that little bit of pre-CrossFit Games excitement. So, how did some of those athletes we just showed you fare? There were no Torrance athletes competing in the games this week, but our international guest represented us well. Cara Webb, she came to her first CrossFit Games last year, and like she said, placed 19th overall. Told us her first goal, besides doing her best, was to top that previous placing, and that's exactly what she did. 12th overall with 2 top 5 finishes on the event. You saw the ladies of CrossFit Asia. Their team of 3 women and 3 men placed 37th overall in the games. They made it through the first 9 events before being cut for the team finals. All right there, everybody, time for a short break, but when we come back, the Bishop Montgomery Knights are experiencing some turnaround on different squads all over campus. We check in with the ladies on the court to meet 2 new Bishop Montgomery coaches.
Bye.
Jen, I'm here.
Okay, why are you wearing that?
Because we are going golfing.
I would, except I got a lot of stuff I gotta get
Oh
done.
no, no more to-do lists, no more laundry. We are gonna go have fun. I mean, we've always wanted to learn how to play golf, right? So, it's playtime.
Come on. Okay, what am I gonna wear?
You can learn how to play golf with 5 lessons from a PGA or LPGA instructor starting at only $99. Go to getgolfready.com, get ready to play.
Hi, I'm Lourdes Stefan, host of Univision's Sal y Pimienta. Cancer doesn't just change the way you feel, it changes the way you look. From losing your hair, even your eyebrows, to changes in your skin and nails, cancer treatment can rob you of your confidence and self-esteem. But Look Good, Feel Better changes all that. More than 800,000 women have learned how to address the appearance side effects of cancer treatment through our workshops. Visit lookgoodfeelbetter.org to find a free workshop near you. Let Look Good, Feel Better help you feel like you again.
This is the ocean, and this is Kipper. Kipper doesn't live in the ocean, but if she did, this is likely what would happen. This is Sparky, and this is habitat destruction. Boozer doesn't like it, neither does Fluffy. We wouldn't let this happen to Kipper, Sparky, Boozer, or Fluffy. In the oceans, it's worse. Lacking opposable thumbs, Kipper can't take action, but you can. Visit BeringSeaCanyons.org.
Hey, what's up? And welcome back to the Sports Desk. As promised, we're going to just jump right on over to Bishop Montgomery, where things for the Knights athletic program are going to be looking quite a bit different come fall. With the new athletic director leading the way, this week we get to see 2 of the Black and Gold's finest programs taking on new coaching staffs as well. Raina Ale fills us in on the first such coaching change, new girls volleyball coach Keegan Featherstone. Here, we learn not just about Featherstone taking over, but what she's looking for to build a strong squad come fall.
Bishop Montgomery's new head coach, Keegan Featherstone, is in high spirits about bringing back a dominant volleyball program here in the South Bay.
What I've noticed so far is that, we've got about 60 girls in this gym right now trying out, and they've got the drive, and that's something that you can't always teach. They have energy, they're competitive, and so if you give us that, we're going to give them the skills. We're going to give them what they need to succeed. And so it doesn't, at this point, I'm looking at it like, I don't care which girls are on this team, we're going to make them a great team, as long as they're bringing that competitive drive every day. So we're evaluating them. We're only in our 2nd or 3rd week right now, with only about 4 or 5 days of volleyball. So it's still have a long ways to go. But from what we see right now, there's huge potential, and I'm so excited and fired up for the squad.
Besides skill set, Coach Featherstone and her staff are expecting certain qualities from her players in order to become a successful team.
The coachability, talking and seeing kind of how they respond to other girls on the court and how other girls respond to them. So a lot of the court chemistry and camaraderie of the team and with the other girls, and accountability, I think, is huge. The girls that are here every day, the girls that are here early every day, the girls that are helping the freshmen come in and say, this is how we set up the nets. Those are all things that stand out. And I've been extremely impressed with this group of girls. They've exceeded my expectations already, and it's only week 2 or 3. So they know that, and there's a lot of competition here, and they've got to be the one that's going to stand out and be able to learn the system and accept the system, and it's going to be a good year.
With a healthy roster this season, seniors Miranda Reynolds and Aisha King have high hopes for this year.
Last year we had a lot of injuries, which was tough. And this year I'm hoping with all the conditioning that Coach Featherstone is doing, that we'll be stronger and not as much injuries will happen.
We came out strong last season, and being a senior, like, I want to go farther, so I really need to push my team and the girls to play hard all season through.
Starting at a young age, volleyball was something Coach Featherstone was always passionate about.
I love the game. I've played it since I was very young. My dad started a club team when I was 10 years old, and when I finally decided to give up playing competitively, coaching is just, I don't want to say better, but it's still a way to be involved, and I love it.
Last year is history. September starts a brand new era for the Lady Knights with one goal in mind.
I would love to hang a banner. Win CIF championships. They came so close last year. They got to the finals, and they lost in the finals of CIF. So we're hoping to hang a banner and win that title this year.
Thanks for that, Raina. Recently, Kevin Norman led both the girls and boys squads. Now, with responsibilities and the focus split, it will be exciting to watch the growth for both teams come next school year. And keeping it in the gym at Bishop, both the boys and girls Knights are solid hoop squads as well. Last year on the hardwood, the Lady Knights finished third in a competitive Del Rey League, but cruised through the first two rounds of the playoffs before losing to J. Sarah Catholic, a run strong enough to earn their spot in the 2013 CIF State Girls Basketball Tournament. Now, Bridget Reyes shows us how she plans to build on that momentum for an even deeper run into the 2014 postseason.
With just 3 weeks into summer workouts, Bishop Montgomery's new head coach, Bridget Reyes, has already made a positive impact on the team. Bringing in her experience from Vanguard University and Cal State Dominguez Hills, the Orange County native is already getting comfortable, making her living here in the South Bay.
I like it a lot. It's a new area for me. I was born and raised in Orange County, but I love the area. There's beaches, there's nice weather, it's good people. I like it so far.
Reyes began coaching at the collegiate level after ending her basketball career overseas. Now she has a new role in adjusting to the differences, from teaching collegiate athletes to high school girls.
Definitely the intensity level is way different in college. Usually getting to college, it takes some effort to get a scholarship to be able to play on a team. In high school, as long as you're a senior, you're on varsity, right? That's how it is. So the intensity level, getting them to communicate on the court is so hard. They don't want to talk. They don't see the purpose yet. They don't get it. So just having them talk on the court is really important. So those are the two things I'd say.
Returners Christine Delapina and Courtney Keaton are excited about a new beginning for the team and the expectations Reyes gave them as upperclassmen and leaders.
Practice has been pretty good. We have all practiced different positions just to make sure if we get in a situation, then we know each position and what we're supposed to do.
A lot has changed since last year. We got new coaches, new players, new everything. But she's adapting pretty well to our system, and she's still learning more about each and every one of us, how we play, how we handle different situations. She's teaching us more about individual work and what we need help on, ball handling, shooting, post moves. She helps us with all of that.
With the skill set, determination, and dedication her players already have, Reyes established goals for them individually and as a team.
Individually, I have a few seniors that I think can play college ball. I want to help them get a scholarship, get them seen. For our goals as a team, I want to be the top 2 in the league, have a chance of winning CIF, going to state. It is early, you never know how it's going to be, but I think we have a competitive team. We can compete in this league, and those are my goals.
In a couple of weeks, summer training will come to an end and another school year will begin. With basketball season right around the corner, Bridget Reyes and the Lady Knights are ready for a new start.
Thanks for that, Raina. For more on some of the coaching changes on campuses all over Torrance, keep checking in with us here on the Sports Desk. There's some fresh faces and even a familiar face or two donning new school colors. So as teams wrap up summer practices and even get into the swing of things for next season, we'll be introducing you to the signal callers and Torrance Prep Sports right here on the show. All right, time for one more break here. When we get back, we'll check out what some of Torrance's younger athletes are doing to keep their game up. See you in a minute.
The National Parkinson Foundation invites you to Moving Day.
Moving Day!
Are you ready to move? Walk, cheer, yay, dance, stretch, laugh, and shout. Whatever it takes to beat Parkinson's.
Let's defeat Parkinson's.
Remember, people who move change the world. It's a new day for Parkinson's. Make your move today.
Simple moments are what make every day count.
You show your smile to the world every day, but nearly 4 out of 5 Americans say they would smile a lot more if their teeth looked better. The good news is, healthy teeth can be safely and affordably corrected at any age. Advances in orthodontics have made the treatment more successful and comfortable than ever.
Only orthodontists receive 2 to 3 years of education beyond dental school to learn the proper way to align and straighten teeth. To learn more, visit mylifemysmile.org.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the show. So far today, we've met some sponsored athletes from all over the world and Bishop Montgomery's new leading ladies in the gymnasium. Proof that when the summer months roll around, there's still plenty for prep athletes and fans to keep up with. For the younger ones, there's no better way to hone your skills than youth camps. And at the Tom Hicks baseball camp, that doesn't just mean kids getting a week's worth of BP and ground balls. Jenny Phillips shows us what it means to learn baseball in Torrance the Tom Hicks way.
Thanks, Juan. We are well into the dog days of summer now, so baseball is what's on our minds. Now here in LA, especially with young stars like Yasiel Puig and Mike Trout, kids are doing everything they can to make their big league dreams come true. That is where the Tom Hicks baseball camp comes in. Tucked away in Entradero Park, this camp isn't just a place parents send their kids to keep them occupied over the summer.
The coaches teach very well, and Bubba runs a good camp.
Because it's fun, and I get to learn a lot and improve a lot.
One of our goals here at camp is to instill a passion that we have as coaches to these kids.
Here, kids actually have the opportunity to get game-like experience and the one-on-one attention they need to fine-tune their baseball skills.
So I can play new opponents, new teams, get new coaches. Nice. Yeah, it's very fun.
All the kids out here, they're great. You get a special bond with all of them. The main thing is seeing a kid improve from Monday to Friday. You see them struggle at one thing on Monday, then Friday, it's like they've improved so much. It's just a great feeling to have out here.
Not only do they get the baseball instruction to get them from good to great, the Tom Hicks baseball camp also teaches its campers valuable life lessons.
I like to teach about discipline. I like to teach about living life the right way. So parents love that, and the kids like listening to that, from a young guy.
We teach them the Tom Hicks drug coat, about how drugs are bad for you and all that stuff. And, they're little kids, so they absorb anything. They see the older coaches getting into it, they take onto it too.
I learned at the Tom Hicks baseball that I'm important in
baseball!
And I choose to say
no way!
Because I'll ruin mine, destroy mine, and not make others
proud of me!
Don't give yourself some love.
And let's face it, the energy here is contagious. It's impossible not to have a great time out here when everyone is bringing this kind of energy.
You feed off the kids, the kids come and bring the energy, and then they kind of pump you up kind of deal. So it kind of goes back and forth. And then Bubba out here, man, he's crazy too.
It's my responsibility to bring the energy first thing in the morning, and then, hopefully the kids will respond.
Just seeing how much fun every single kid is having out here, between the constant high energy and the opportunity to really work on their individual baseball skills, you can be sure most of them are going to be back here next year, or even next week. From Torrance, I'm Jenny Phillips for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Jenny. Now, another sport that doesn't keep runs or errors on the scoreboard, but is teaching young athletes all the fundamentals they'll need to succeed in the classroom and on the field is Taekwondo. You'd probably never guess it, but Tamara Latta has that story on the martial arts' transcendent values.
Taekwondo helps student athletes excel on the field and in the classroom.
What's interesting is he's done this for 2 years, and about 6 months ago he took up track and field. And because of this, I believe he is outstanding in track and field. He's a championship hurdler, and he's been setting records in long jump. And I truly believe it's because of the Taekwondo with the stretching, the kicking, and the leaping. I can't imagine that he would be excelling the way he does in track and field after only 6 months if it hadn't have been for the 2 years of Taekwondo.
I definitely expect them to be more focused and concentrated on their studies, and when they come out of here, they should be respectful of the people around them, not only to the instructors. We don't want them to come to the studio and be one person and go home and be another. We want them to come out of here learning that they need to respect their parents and everybody else or in their community.
These teens also understand the value of Taekwondo.
It helped me a lot with confidence because I really wasn't confident in myself at all when I first came here. But since then, I've been so much better. And then with leadership, it helps you a lot with learning that you need to slow down, you need to listen to the other people, you need to focus on everyone, not just yourself.
In addition to learning these physical skills, the students at Dream US Taekwondo are learning the importance of sportsmanship.
It could help them in so many aspects, as far as, just the flexibility, the coordination, even having good sportsmanship. You don't want kids losing in the baseball game and crying and throwing a tantrum, right? So, what we teach over here is really the discipline. I believe in all sports and all martial arts, and whatever you do, you need to be disciplined. That's the main key. And then from there, we help them in, confidence, the coordination, the just hand-eye coordination as well, flexibility, all those things. So footwork, we do a lot of that, so it helps them in, the footwork in baseball, basketball, even hockey. A lot of my students, play other sports. So I've heard that it helps them in so many different ways.
One parent noticed that her son's leadership skills progressed quickly.
The confidence building was huge for him. I think he was more tentative before when he would enter things, maybe not so much a leader, and now he's able to take charge. When he's in a group at school and he needs to step up and be a leader, I find him much more able to do that and to be confident in any situation, just carry himself with that confidence just as he's walking around in the world, and I value that greatly.
Thank you for that, Tamara. So, you see it here on the show all the time. We love to get off the court and the field to explore all types of sports. We want to see how your hobbies and interests push performance and teach athletes the skills they need to be the best at whatever it is they're passionate about. So, yoga, stand-up paddle, martial arts, it's all going down here in Torrance, so write the show, give us a call. Whatever it is, fill us in on what you're doing here in town. We just might feature your story on the Sports Desk. You've got the email and our phone number right there. Can't wait to hear from you guys. All right, everybody, that wraps it up for another week right here on the show. We will see you next time.